coming out, you got a game against a home game against a tough Western Conference team in between two Eastern Conference games. That kind of put some added, you want to win every game, but is there kind of a little extra coming in on this one?
Not for me. For me, like you said, I want to win every game. Doesn't matter it's East or West. And we will face a team that is maybe struggling a little bit this season, but so are we at some point. And so it's a home game, and we have to be ready and show us from our best side to get 3 points.
You guys have a 2-game losing streak, which you haven't had a whole lot of over time. What's kind of the feeling right now about how the last 2 games have gone?
I think you can feel the tension a little bit in training, like that, as it should be, that maybe some players smell a chance to play, to get into the first 11. And I think that's healthy, that's good. And so we definitely feel that a little bit. But we know what we can do, what we stand for, and how we can play at home.
Roman, after losing 2 consecutive games, is the mindset and preparation for a game like this different, or you guys do the same thing?
No, it's not different. Like I said, we know what we can do. We know how we can play, especially at home, and we prepare like every other game. We had maybe the post-game analysis was a little bit more direct, I would say, and but other than that, we prepare the same way.
Roman, preparing the same way, do you see anything that Seattle offers that is different from a team that you've played so far this season, or is it looking back to how they performed last year as to their tendencies?
I think with Nuhu out, he was definitely a strong guy, a fast guy who played really good the last time we played against them in Seattle. No, in Seattle, not the last time. But is it a weakness? I don't know. It's up to us. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who's on the other side of the field. We have to bring our performance to be successful and to win games.
How would you characterize what you've seen from the back line in some of their transitions in training this week and against FC Cincinnati? Do you feel the team is learning and progressing to the point where you're comfortable going into this matchup?
Yeah, we had a different lineup, different back line as well. All together with the ball, I was happy. We try and we try to play with the ball instead of just playing long balls, which is always an option. And so we are trying to improve in that factor as well. And in the last games, I think if you look at LA, we played a really good first half and also very confident with the ball. So I have no doubt that we are gonna be clean and make good decisions in the back line with the ball.
I'm always curious, when you have the ball and you're looking to progress the ball, what do you look for when making the decision versus to play it out of the back or to send it long for an aerial duel, for instance?
So my go-to is I look first when I get the ball up high. How's Klaus, Sam? Then I go a row back. The number 10s, if they are in between the lines, maybe I can play a chip ball on them. Then 6s and center backs. So and outside backs, of course. So that's how I go, and I know that I don't have to stress anything with the ball. I don't have to force anything. I think it's also important that we don't force guys into stuff that they are not feeling comfortable with at the moment. For me, I just play what I see, to be honest. I look at the field, I look at scan the field. Maybe I look before I received the ball, where is a chance to play, where can I overplay someone, and that's basically how I do it.
Brendan?
Hi, Roman. You mentioned after the LA game that maybe you would want to see a little more out of the fellas in training. What would constitute like a really strong training session from your point of view, and have you seen that this week?
Yeah, the trainings Wednesdays, Tuesday and Wednesday were hard, so it was really good. I think also with good intensity. I wanted to see a little bit more like duels, you know, like just show yourself, use your body right, you know, like don't be afraid that you're gonna hurt someone on the field, you know, like it's a contact sport, and that's what I told the guys. That's what we discussed after the games, that we have to become a little bit stronger into the duels, especially if they have a transition chance. So maybe make a smart foul to stop that transition, and we get organized back behind the wall, put the ball, and I liked it that week.
Do you get a sense you're getting a good response from your teammates, where maybe you have those discussions, or are they eager to go out and say, yeah, let me show you what I can do?
Yeah, but it's not just because I say it, it's also because we show them in the video, you know, like we show them different scenarios. When I think of one thing that we showed is, I think Jose against Cincinnati, he got elbowed, you know, in the midfield, and the referee didn't whistle. Jose stood up and went again, you know, because he heard there's no foul, he has to come back in the game. And then on the other side, how we are, sometimes we just we went out of the way of the guys, you know, to let them pass through because we don't want to make a foul. And these are the situations that we showed the players, and we can also stand in the way and just let the guy run into you, and maybe it's not a foul. So we have to be a little bit more smarter in the duels, and like I said, a little bit stronger.
You may have already alluded to this in one of your previous answers, but you see everything in net in front of you. What's the main area of improvement you want to see from this club at this point in the season?
I think just how we pass the ball to each other, you know. A pass is not only a pass, it shows your teammate what he has to do next, you know. If you play a pass to just let the guy bounce the pass, that is maybe a pass that is not as hard, or, you know, like with the perfect time and strength, you know. Like if you play a pass, sometimes I play a pass in front of Tim, so that gives him the sign, okay, I go with the ball, you know, I have to go up the field with the ball. That says a lot, you know. That's communication too, and I think that's a thing that we can improve, not just like here, get the ball and look whatever you want to do, like guide them into good spaces, and most of the time maybe play the right foot, play it into the right foot, and that's one thing I think we can improve. Yeah.
Daniel? Roman, I'm just curious, in the interest of improving the team, there's a lot of ways you can do that, but June is just about a week and a half away. Are you involved, if any, in conversations on perhaps bringing in some players to improve the team?
No, I tried my best with Royce. I'm still trying my best with Royce, but other than that, completely trust in the whole club and the people, the coach, Lutz, and whoever is responsible for that.
Jen, and then finish up with Tom.
Hey, Roman. So it's not June yet. It's still May. Thank you, Roman, for speaking out on Mental Health Awareness Month. I appreciate you as a mother of 4 soccer players who sometimes feel stressed out about their performances. Do you do any kind of mental skills resets in your game when you find like things aren't going the way you expected, or how do you reset your play?
I think when I remember right, the first thing that when he asked me, what do you want to achieve, I said, like, I want to be focused and concentrated over 90 minutes. Then he said, it's not possible. You know, like you can't, no person can focus or be concentrated for 90 minutes plus and not once like thinking about something else. So that's just something that I learned, that, or he told me and he gave me an advice, like maybe if the ball is away or out, just sometimes look around in the stadium, you know, look at something else than just the ball and the green, the grass. So just look around and refresh your vision for a few seconds. And I think that's something I do. That's something I still do. And obviously, what's important for a keeper is how you react after a mistake or a pass that is not wasn't good. I'm just trying to be like, or I feel right now with my experience that I just give it another try. You know, I just try the same ball again the next time, the next chance I have, because I know that I can do it, and it's something, self-belief and confidence is also very important.
You're a big believer in you play how you practice. So has it been encouraging this week?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, look, nobody is perfect. I make a lot of mistakes too in training, but at the end of the day, when I can go into the shower and calm down a little bit, maybe because I lost another game in training, that's still the sign for me that I did something right, that I'm still have that hunger to win the games, and that when I'm exhausted, when I'm at home on the couch and the legs are a little bit tingling, you know, because I had a good workout, that's the thing that proves me that I did the right thing today and enough.
And are you seeing that within your teammates as well when you're, I don't know, if they're in the...
Yeah, I mean, that's up to each and everyone by themselves, you know. Like, I see guys doing after training in the gym stuff, stretching, whatever, taking care of their bodies, and I do the same thing. So it's, at the end of the day, it's up to themselves, you know. They're not training for me, they're not training for Bradley, they're not training for St. Louis City SC. They're training for themselves to get better. That's basically up to each and everyone by themselves.
And then I just wanted to ask you about Akil Watts, a guy who hasn't played much this year, and he got the chance last week, and it looked like he did it pretty well. And how encouraging, or what do you take from them? You see a guy who hasn't gotten the chance, and when he gets that chance,
yeah, I
takes
was very
advantage.
happy. I was very happy with Akil. I also talked to him after the game and told him like that he was very good. He did very good, especially after a long time not playing with us. He played in City too, and from what I heard, he did his job there also very good, and he took it very serious. That's important, and I think that was kind of a reward for him as well. And we know, everybody knows that we can count on him once he's needed again.
Thank you, Roman. Thank you for joining us.